You're a drug addict, and the narcissist is your drug dealer. And your two favorite drugs are dopamine and oxytocin. From birth, we're hardwired to seek attention and closeness to an attachment figure, to someone who we can feel safe with. And normally, that is our parent or our caregiver. When we feel unsafe and threatened, we seek close attachment to that person. There are two psychological states that happen in an abusive relationship. One is trauma bond. The other one is cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance causes you a lot of distress and a lot of stress. And it's because you are holding two opposing beliefs in your brain. One, that this person is lovable, that they love you, that they're good, that you can have an amazing life with them. And the second belief is that this person is cruel, mean, evil, that you don't feel safe around them, that they may hurt you and have been hurting you emotionally and potentially physically for a while, and that will continue in the future or become worse. So when you have two strong opposing beliefs in your brain, your brain is working very hard to resolve this. And normally, how it resolves it by rationalizing and deceiving yourself. Rationalizing because you may say that, oh, well, they just had a bad day, or they had a really hard childhood. You start making excuses for the narcissist and their behavior, and that's how your brain is able to resolve the cognitive dissonance that is going on in your head. The two neurochemicals that are prominent in trauma bonding are dopamine and oxytocin. And the inconsistent reward is basically the key to all of this. It's you get into the cycle of love bombing, devaluation, and love bombing again, discard, devaluation, and the cycle continues on and on. Could be months, could be years. During this, the narcissist is raging at you, calling you names, being really mean, and then they flip and they're really loving to you, they're affectionate, they love bomb you again. What this causes is a strong chemical bond with the abuser. Why? Because dopamine, oxytocin, mostly those two, but there are other neurochemicals that are responsible for what's going on actually in your body, in your brain, and why you are attached to your abuser. Because you keep on seeking that dopamine and oxytocin, those chemicals, happy chemicals rush during the love bombing phase. And the more this happens, the more your body craves it. It's like sugar. The more you have it, the more you want it. So truly, trauma bonding creates a chemical warfare in your brain. And this Dysregulation of the neurochemicals also creates the feeling, craving for these feelings that you go through the trauma bonding cycle. So you also confuse the love bombing with love, and then you're seeking closeness to your abuser so that you can avoid the withdrawal symptoms that happen. So the first step is to understand that this is an addiction. It truly is an addiction. It's not codependency, it's an actual dependency, like drug dependency. Except that here, you're dependent on your abuser to trigger again the happy chemicals in your brain that will make you feel safe, fulfilled, happy, close, and all that. So the first step is to understand that this is an addiction, and then that this addiction is only a symptom. The truth is, the symptom is deeply rooted in your childhood. So we spoke about this a lot before. And it's because at some point in your life, likely from your parent or your caregiver, there was a time when you felt unsafe, when you felt unworthy of love, when you felt like you're not lovable, and you began to seek that approval, validation, and love from the outside. You started to seek external validation. So this is why healing is very important, because once you heal and once you begin to tap into the energy of your own self-worth and love for yourself, you are going to start healing, and you're going to begin to love yourself, and you will no longer need any love, validation, or approval from any outside sources. That includes the narcissist. So how do you break the trauma bond? Well, number one step is to focus on yourself, to start pulling back your energy, to start focusing all of your, or most of your time and energy on you, and to start, you're pulling back from the narcissist, you're going to start or begin feeling withdrawals where you miss them, you need them, you want the closeness, you want the affection, you want that love bombing phase again. And so basically what you need to do is start creating naturally oxytocin and dopamine. And how do you do that? Very simply, by exercise, sleeping well, eating healthy foods, caring about yourself, loving yourself, meditating, having gratitude for yourself, and truly, simply focusing on you and building up your self-esteem by loving yourself and caring for yourself. That's all I have for today. Let's break this addiction. If you like the content, please comment, like the video, and subscribe. And we'll have more content related to you and this issue and how we can break you away from the narcissist or a toxic relationship and start building back up your self-esteem, and so that you can start living your most happiest, fulfilling life, because you deserve that, my love. See you soon.